Let's take it back to How to Bet, hosted by gambling masterminds Daryl Fine and Sean Miller.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to How to Bet, our How to Bet podcast. Go to howtobet.com. I'm Daryl Fine. He's Sean, the Genius Miller, and he's in Manchester, England. Should I try it again? Hello, tea and crumpets. Yeah, that was, again, I apologize.
Was that Scottish?
Hello. I don't know what it is. It was my best attempt, all right? I mean, it probably wasn't even my best attempt. I've done it very well in the past. I just don't have it today. All right, so.
In it. You got to say, in it.
In it. Yeah, I can't, because I got this cold going on. All right, hey. So anyway, that's where he is, and he's wrapping up his soccer tour. He'll be back in studio with us next week. So Sean, just before we get into the college football and then our over-unders, I want to remind everybody on YouTube watching to please hit that subscribe button. That one right there, the red. Hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, the like us, then go leave comments. Whether they're good, they're bad, or if you want merch, ask for merch. We will get you out merchandise. We have the swag. And then go down a little further, the description box. This is where you will find Sean the Genius Miller's previews. Hit those links. Previews will come up. You read them. You read them because they have great information, as well as injury reports, odds updates, and then of course, there's also exclusive offers for you in various different sports books, so check that out as well. And Sean, the college football, the Final Four, what a week it was. Very exciting. Oklahoma State, they bowed out. Baylor took care of them. And then Notre Dame, they thought they had a chance. They're thinking, oh, here we go. Go Georgia. Georgia was the favorite in this one, and nope, Alabama took care of business. So Alabama, not only are they in, they're back to that number one seed. They will play Cincinnati while Georgia plays Michigan. The opening lines in this one, I don't know if they surprised you at all. Alabama 13.5. Some people think that should be higher. And Georgia 7.5. A lot of people think that should be lower. So what's your take on the football finals?
Yeah, I'm a little bit shocked. The line for the Michigan-Georgia game opened above 7. Obviously, I would think everyone will be betting Michigan at 7.5, and it'll probably settle down to 7 or 6.5 at some point. But I don't get it. Michigan's good, and they just dominated everybody in the last few weeks, and Georgia just got exposed. I mean, I know Georgia's been rolling before that, but these two teams are pretty equal. I think, I like Michigan. In this game a little bit, like to come out here coming in off the game. Obviously, that's not going to be my, off the, like my, what do you call it? My first.
You're the genius. Figure it out.
Yeah, my first glance, I would, 7.5 points, I think is a lot to lay. But, I think the other thing is, a lot of people are going to start overreacting to the Georgia loss when, Georgia was just rolling through everybody across the season, and Georgia's still good. So, I think, you see on ESPN today, they're talking about, the quarterback for Georgia, and is there a quarterback problem? Well,
I think there is actually.
It's interesting, but here's the thing, you have so long to think about it before this game. You have like 3 weeks or 4 weeks before they play. I mean, they play on the 30th or the 31st. Is it
31st? Yeah.
31st. So, you got a lot of time. So, like, do you overthink it? You make a change.
Well, there'll be adjustments to the odds too. I mean, I'm not one unless I see a number that just blows me away. I don't go early. I wait. And look at things.
I think a lot. So I know some people are trying. Hey, I want to bet the game now, but you gotta. You gotta wait. What happens if somebody gets in?
Exactly.
There's a lot of time. Like
exactly.
The line's not gonna move. It's not gonna go to like.
No, it won't be crazy. And then with the COVID thing, you never know now with COVID. So you want to wait that out.
Yeah. I think you're almost. It's a little crazy to look at it, and in the other game, obviously. Alabama 13.5. You talked about it earlier. Cincinnati can score some points.
They'll be able to. I think they'll be able to move the ball on Alabama. I just don't know if they'll be able to stop Alabama. And we're going to get in these games as the weeks go on. So we're not gonna tip our hand yet in this.
Do you
one.
think there's an overreaction to the to Alabama beating Georgia, because for the 5 weeks before that, Alabama looked terrible? So they just straight by. I mean, is that another? Obviously betting in lines is overreaction because you have the people betting. So I mean, do you think that's these lines are a little bit of an overreaction to all the stuff that just happened?
Probably a little bit. There's probably a little bit to be said for that. Yes, probably a little bit of that goes into it. I would think, yeah. But I think again, we'll analyze this as we go further. Before we get into our NFL over-unders for the week, I just want to mention the game, Saturday, East Rutherford, MetLife Stadium. It is the game. Army, Navy. Folks, I know it doesn't mean anything in the national the championship, no big bowl here, but it is the game. Believe me, if you've never been to an Army-Navy game, put it on your bucket list. It is the greatest place to be when that game is being played. There's no other atmosphere I'd rather be in. It is just a great, great day. So, again, if you can get out there, get out there. Army better this year than Navy, so we'll see. But, look, again, put it on your bucket list. Get out there, and I'm sure you can get there this year. Do it. Anyway, that is my rant about the Army-Navy game. I love it. What a great place to be. Our NFL over-unders for Week 14. We've been very successful with these, Sean. So you go first with your over-unders. Generally overs, but I know that you snuck an under in this week.
Yeah, listen, obviously, I like the overs, but I am going to throw an under in there today. So, I must like that one. But first game is Tampa and Buffalo. Obviously, I think, Buffalo has this tendency to score, not score and then score, not score and score. Obviously, you watched the game last night. They didn't score, or Monday night, they didn't score. So I think they're going to score some. I just think Tampa Bay is going to score more. I think this game is in the 30s, 38-31, something like that. So, I think Tampa, this game definitely goes over.
So over 53.
Early. I think you maybe look at over in the first half too. I think this could go over early. Second game is out west on Monday night. I like Arizona and the Rams to go over. This game was 37-20 the first time. I already talked about the prop bets and how I think, Arizona is going to score over 30. Well, if Arizona's going to score 31 points, the Rams have to score basically, 21, 24 points, and it's, it's an over there. So I'm going to try to lean to the over there.
So that one is Rams, Arizona over 52, and then your under that you're sneaking in on us this week.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw this 2 weeks ago. We saw, the Browns' last game, really. Browns and the Ravens under. It was an ugly, ugly, ugly game the first time they played. Both these teams are really, really struggling on offense, and I just think, I don't think they can score enough points here. I'm really down on the Browns. Obviously, they're not very good, so. Even if the Ravens score, 24 points, I just don't see the Browns getting into the 20s. So I'm going to take that under. So
under 45. Like under 45. So Sean's over-unders for the NFL Week 14. Tampa and Buffalo over 53. Rams, Arizona over 52. And Baltimore, Cleveland under 45. My over-unders for the week. I will go to the Jacksonville, Tennessee game. I'm going under 44.5. I'll play it the same way I played Jacksonville last week. I went under it with the Rams. I knew the Rams would do most of the scoring and Jacksonville would struggle. I think the same will apply here, so I'm going to go under 44.5, Tennessee, Jacksonville. I will go under in the Jets-New Orleans game. I don't think either team is going to score too many points in this one. They both struggle offensively. I will go under 44. New Orleans and Jets. And then finally, I'm going to agree with you with the Rams, Arizona. I'll go over the total. I think there'll be a lot of points scored in that one. So it's Jacksonville, Tennessee under 44.5, New Orleans Jets under 44, and Rams, Arizona over 52 for me in our over-unders for week 14. So, Sean, another good week ahead. I'm confident once again, we have had 2 really good weeks in a row. You'll be back here next week, finally back into the States. Hopefully it's a good trip back. No issues getting back in. I know there's some border stuff going on with the COVID. So hopefully you get in easy. Hopefully it's easy.
My tests,
easy peasy.
Yeah, I got my tests all ready to go. Hopefully they take it. I'm glad I'm not trying. My buddy Randy Miller's traveling. He's leaving America to go to Paris, England, and Rome. I know
Randy. I haven't seen Randy in a long time, so I'll tell him myself.
Yeah. So he's coming over here. He wants me to go to Paris, but I just kind of try to get out of the country and get back to America and not be sick and stuff, and get back over here in February or March.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Hey, again, we'll see you next week in studio. Our thanks to our producer, Trey Wright, and his Washington football team surging. Thanks to Trey Wright, our executive director, Tiffany Hartman, for Sean the Genius Miller. I'm Daryl Fine. We'll see you next week. How to Bet, go to howtobet.com.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to How to Bet, hosted by Daryl Fine and Sean Miller. For more information about betting guides, online gambling, betting odds, including NFL betting lines and odds, go to howtobet.com. Watch all How to Bet podcasts on YouTube. And to access all How to Bet podcasts, go to 1077thebronx.com/howtobet.